Hello, good day, and welcome to NX Auto World. I am NX, the automobile consultant. Today we're talking about mileage, and mileage is one of the things you have to know before you purchase any car. It's one of the things you have to know. There are many things to consider when purchasing a car, and mileage is one important thing you have to know as well. Before you purchase any car you want to buy. So before we delve into what we are going to talk about on mileage, do want to subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and click on the notification icon to get notified whenever a video is being posted on my channel. So what is mileage? What is the mileage? Car mileage again. What is mileage? So if a car is being manufactured, before the car gets on the road, the mileage is zero. Every new car which is being manufactured, the mileage is zero. Yeah, okay, and the mileage is zero. So as I said, what is a mileage? So if a car is being manufactured, the moment the car gets on the road to date, the moment the car gets on the road to date, the miles it takes or the kilometers the car drives since it was made till now is what we call the mileage. So generally, mileage is the distance a car covered since it was being manufactured, or since it's being manufactured. The miles or distance it covers, or the kilometers it covers. So mileage also is mileage is also measured in kilometers or miles. It's also measured in kilometers or miles. And there is this device in our car which is called the odometer, which does that. The odometer is what uh, measures or gives us the distance which we want to know, or the distance our car covers. Bibi oken my friend odometer, and the miles are distance na your car na den. So since I'm here car no, a kind do a car na yeah, saa odometer yi na ɛyɛ den ɛna ɛkyerɛ sɛ ebi aka no since ɔmo yɛ no akɔ ebi 200 miles 300 miles. So the odometer reads the mileage of every car. The odometer, so why am I saying you should know your mileage before you purchase any car? Why am I saying that? So let's say you work with the work you are doing currently, you drive like, let's say, at most 2 hours every day. And let's say the car you are using, that same car, with the same condition, with everything, but it's been driven by a different person for 8 hours or 10 hours uh, in a day. So with this car, if personally you are going to buy such car, which one are you going to go for? Which one are you going to go for? Are you going to go for the one which is being driven for 2 hours each day, or the one which is being driven for 8 hours each day? Which one are you going to go for? So let's say if these cars are driven for 6 months and you have to buy them, are you going to buy them at the same price? The price are going to differ. You and I know the price are going to differ because there's much pressure on the one which is being driven for 8 hours each day than the one which is being driven for 2 hours each day. So that is why I'm saying you should know your mileage. You should know your mileage before you purchase any car. You should know your mileage before you purchase any car. That's the most important thing about mileage. And one thing you should know that is that most dealership shops temper with the mileage because it affects the pricing. As I said, 2 hours driven in a day, 8 hours driven in a day. If same car, same condition, you have to sell those car, the one which is driven uh, 2 hours a day will be much higher. The price will be much higher than the one which is being driven 8 hours within a day because there is much pressure on the one which is being driven 8 hours. So before you can know this car is being driven for a very long time, you have to take the mileage for you to know. So let's say a car is being made within 2020, and you have a mileage of, let's say, 100,000 kilometers. And the other car, same year, same everything, and you have to check the mileage, and you have, let's say, 5,000 kilometers. You should know that the one with 5,000 kilometers, if both are under same condition, like same year, same everything, but because of the mileage, you should know that the one with 5,000 kilometers or miles has been driven or has been working consistently than the one which is within the range of 1,000 kilometers or 1,000 miles. As I said, the mileage is being measured in miles or kilometers. The mileage is being measured in miles or kilometers. So due to this, the pricing of such vehicles will change. Even if uh, they have the same year, same everything, like same brand, same everything. The prices are going to change due to the mileage, and because of that, most auto dealership shops temper with them. Most auto dealership shops temper with the mileage. So instead of 5,000 miles, they are going to reduce it to, let's say, 3,000, 2,005. And please, when tampering with a mileage, it is illegal. It is illegal. So when you purchase a car and the mileage is being tempered with, you can return the car. Okoto car na say a temper with mileage, na bitim the car na side. Ako and get back your money because it's illegal to temper a mileage. Yeah, to tamper with a car's mileage, it is illegal. So, as anyone who is ready to buy a car, you should check your mileage. And when checking your mileage, how are you going to check if the mileage you are seeing on the car you are to buy is accurate? How to know if the mileage is accurate? So, you have what we call VIN, which I've already done a video about. You can check the description. You can check the description to get that video. You can check the description to check that video on VIN. So VIN is going to talk about many things, which I've already talked about. And since I'm talking about mileage, you also have to know this. Uh, Sometimes when checking your mileage online, you have the process which you have to go through, which is you're going to use the VIN number, vehicle identification number, to check all this. And the process which you are going to use is is on my page as well, so you can check the description and get the link to access all those videos. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like, subscribe, and share to others to benefit as well. So where can you find your mileage? Where can you find your mileage? So you can check on the screen. You can see uh, there there is this image on your screen. Yeah, and there is a circle at where you can check your mileage. Every car has the position where they place their mileage. Yeah, and you can see there are different images and different places or locations where you can find your mileage on the screen. There are different places and different locations where you can find your mileage on the screen, and the mileage can be found on the dashboard. Yeah, the dashboard. So which particular place on the dashboard can you find your mileage? At where the speedometer is. Where the speedometer is, where you read your fuel, your the yeah, where you read your fuel. That's what I'm going to say. Maybe I'll be reading your fuel, no? And maybe I'll be reading how many kilometers you are going within an hour. Yeah, your speedometer and all those stuff. That's where you're going to find your mileage. So you can see on your screen a place is being circled. That is where your mileage is. So let's talk about trip meter. So trip meter, it goes in hand with the mileage, but you can reset your trip meter. And with the trip meter, it differs from cars to cars. It can be found at the same place as the mileage, but it differs from cars to cars. So let's say with your car, every 100 kilometers, your trip meter reads one. Every 100 kilometers or 1,000 kilometers, your trip meter reads one. So let's say you've driven for, let's say, 2,000 kilometers and your trip meter is at zero. It's going to move from uh, 1 to 2 because every 1,000 kilometers it reaches one. So, and if it depends on the car, so you have to get your car manual and know how many meters or miles or kilometers you have to go before your trip meter starts moving. You can you can change your trip meter, but with the mileage you shouldn't go there because it's illegal to tamper with the mileage. So, as I said, I am Ernest, your automobile consultant, and today we are talking about mileage. And this is the most important thing you should know about your mileage. So, how to check where you can find your mileage if you are to buy a new car. Yeah, so my next video, which I'll be posting, is going to show us how to check our mileage. Yeah, how to check our mileage. And that same thing is going to uh, help us know one or two things about a car. If you are checking your mileage, you're going to get notified about one or two things about your car because some cars are being painted from one color to the other. And when and with all those things, you have to know your VIN. As I said, with all those things, you have to know your VIN. So With my next video, we are going to talk about how to uh, get to know your mileage, uh, checking it online. So if I'm to purchase a car now and the mileage is 100,000, how will I know that, oh, this car mileage is correct, or at least it is it's correct there. That's what I have to say. It's correct. So the best thing to do. Yeah, so mostly people tamper with mileage because of pricing issue, and the reason why the mileage affect the pricing of cars is because of wear and tear. Wear and tear. That's why mileage affects pricing of vehicles or cars. Yeah, that's why, because of wear and tear. Because if a car is being driven for 8 hours, there are possibilities that it's going to uh, get to the mechanic shop or other fitting shop frequently than the one which is being driven for 2 hours. If same vehicle, if those cars are under same condition, but just that one is being driven for 8 hours and the other is being driven for 2 hours, the one driven for 8 hours is going to get to the mechanics or going to have change of certain parts or other stuffs frequently. So with that, it's going to uh, affect pricing when it's being resold or when you want to sell all those cars. Yeah. So that's the main important why you should know your mileage. Yeah. So in my next video, you're going to know how to check your mileage, how to know the ownership of your cars. As I said in my previous video, you can check my previous video. There are certain things you have to know when purchasing a car because mostly some people import cars, but later on they'll know that maybe the car was stolen. And with that, if you import a stolen car and it's being sophisticated, you are not going to get it back. So please, let's do well to subscribe to my channel and get much more content on cars. So please, let's do well to subscribe to my channel. I am Alex, your automobile consultant. Thank you for watching this video. Bye.